Hey, obviously a good ball game. I thought their left-hander was pretty tough on us for the first 4 or 5 innings, and able to get a couple across in the top of the 5th, give us a little breathing room. And it was hey, it's a typical opening game on a Friday night in any league or any tournament, right? You got 2 Friday night starters kind of going toe to toe, and you want your guy to kind of keep matching zeros and hold them down. And Dalton was able to do that. I thought he did a great job, even getting through the 7th inning. I really thought he just kind of gutted it out. The weather was warm, and he was kind of on fumes a little bit, and I thought that really showed a lot. I think it's one of his best performances of his career here, and I really kind of think it kind of breaks through a wall, for him as far as coming up with those just big performances that you want your Friday night guy to come through with.
Questions? And how much does that help your bullpen, the fact that Dalton was able to kind of gut through that 7th inning?
Yeah, that's a big 7 innings that we don't have to piece together the back half of that bullpen. We wanted to get a couple guys a taste out there, Eric Martinez and Alex Schick, and Alex has been battling himself a little bit, but we're going to need him before this tournament's over with. I know his velocity was up, and I saw a couple 95s on the board. We just got to get him in the zone a little bit. Bain, to get him a taste on the mound a little, he probably is going to be that fourth starter in probably the biggest game of the year if we need him.
I'll kind of walk through that 7th inning there, where you kind of had to strike out those last 2 guys, and especially the calls you may not have gotten as opposed to the ones that you were able to get for you.
Mike came out and he trusted me with what I was pitching. I called my own last 3 outs, so I trusted myself. I trusted Mike and Cranston to get balls that needed to be got. So just kind of stayed within myself and went right after him, just be aggressive.
What happened on that curveball where you kind of threw it out there, but just didn't hold it long enough? Or?
I reacted too fast. I should have stuck it, and that was my bad.
Yeah.
I shouldn't show up the umpire like that.
The rest of the game was not that bad for you. Either getting your first playoff at bat, you're able to knock one in. What were you looking for in that first at bat?
Guy on third base, less than 2 outs. I was looking to just hit something to the right side. Happened to get a good pitch, and I was able to drive it up the middle and get a hit while getting an RBI at the same time.
Can you talk about how you handled the top of their order? They didn't get a hit the first 3 guys, the first 3 hitters, now all 300 hitters.
Yeah, they had a lot of lefties, so we tried to attack the outside of the zone as much as possible, be able to extend outside if needed, keep them off balance, just get ahead. My last few outings, I wasn't getting ahead of guys, not being aggressive, so just a little change of pace here and just kind of attacked.
They talked about your using your off-speed stuff more in the later innings. Was that just because the fastball wasn't quite what you wanted, or just because you knew that part of the plan?
It was kind of part of the plan. We didn't really plan on it at the beginning, where my curveballs were going behind hitters, but we just settled down, and I trusted Mike, so I would just pound the outside of the corner and keep him off balance.
You talked about your fastball. Was that you just able to locate that today?
Yeah, I was just trying to be as aggressive as possible, get ahead as soon as I can, and I was able to go inside and out, so it worked out well.
They're talking about Devin Pearson. Not only has he been incredibly hot for you over the last month and a half, but he helped you get some stuff done today as well.
Yeah, it's been big. It hasn't been the same guy, but Devin's been pretty consistent for us, and those couple hits that he got for us, especially the one down the line, which just kind of opened it up a little bit for us, were huge. I mean, the runs were hard to come by. I mean, the score probably doesn't indicate maybe how tough the game was up to the 7th inning or so, and by then it was just a 1 or 2 run game that each hit that could drive a run is a big hit, and Devin got one of the biggest ones for us.
Lucas got a few squeakers, that pop fly double, which is one of the oddest doubling you've probably ever seen. Yeah. And is that going to help him kind of pull out?
Well, I hope so. He wasn't swinging the bat great in batting practice, I noticed, and I thought he was probably just trying a little too hard, trying to get a little too much lift to his swing. And hey, sometimes you can get hot just with the cheapest hits, that are possible. And he got a couple cheap ones there, but hopefully kind of lets him relax down a little bit.
Were you surprised to see them start the lefty after saying yesterday they might go with their ace Cunningham?
We were kind of ready for both, really. I know they were hoping that Cunningham could start. I know he's the guy that usually would pitch on a Friday, but we knew that Sawzak would pitch, and I know he beat a good Florida State team, so I knew they had some confidence he could beat good people. And we've seen a lot of lefties. We've got some quality ones in our league, and so we were ready for either one.
Coach, what is your approach now that you've won the opening game of the regional, gotten off to a good start to handle until you play tomorrow night?
Well, it doesn't get easier from here. The winner of this ball game will, if it's Texas A&M, then we're going to be facing a hostile crowd, and they're at their home park. If it's Texas Southern, we got a team that beat one of the better teams in the country and is going to be feeling pretty good about themselves. So, it's typical regional baseball where each game you just hope that you get your team ready to play and your team can find a little bit of a groove. You face good pitching, hopefully your hitters can relax down, and you got to play defense.
Dave, as a former shortstop, there were, I think, 3 ground balls up through the 7th inning and Robbie was able to make a good play on. When you're not seeing any ground balls, how tough is it to?
Yeah, you'd like to get a little more action early on in the game to kind of get your feet on the ground, and I noticed that as well. There wasn't a whole lot in the infield, but the ones that were hit later in the game, we made the plays. And tomorrow with Ryan Mason, if he's pitching the way he can pitch, there's going to be a lot of ground balls and there's going to be a lot of action on the infield, and we're going to have to be ready for that.